Welcome to Leaguestorian, and please enjoy the lore, and always remember to like and subscribe. Jinx, the loose cannon. A maniac and impulsive criminal from Zon, Jinx lives to wreak havoc without care for the consequences. With an arsenal of deadly weapons, she unleashes the loudest blasts and brightest explosions to leave a trail of mayhem and panic in her wake. Jinx despises boredom and gleefully brings her own chaotic brand of pandemonium wherever she goes. No one knows exactly for sure where Jinx came from, but many urban legends and folklore have sprung up around her. Some have her as a young gang member who fell in with the wrong crowd, and was either traumatized by one too many killings, suffered too much at the hands of an enemy, or was simply driven insane by the sump fumes. A few of the old-timers in Zon remember a young girl who might fit Jinx's description, but the girl they speak of was a far cry from the one who became Pitover's bane. This girl was sweet and innocent, a thinker with big ideas who'd never quite fit in and came to a bad end. Some even whisper that Jinx isn't even human, that she is some kind of avenging spirit of mayhem, come to wreak havoc upon Pitover and revenge for thousands who died when Zon sank into the earth. Jinx made her first appearance on Roguery Night, a barely tolerated annual tradition where youthful girls and boys throughout Pitover played practical jokes on their family and neighbors. Jinx hijacked the occasion to unleash the first of many crime sprees. Bridges were blocked with stampeding livestock freed from the court mines and menageries. Scores of roads were shut down by explosions that made them impassable, and every street sign in the city was moved and placed somewhere new. Jinx had succeeded in spreading chaos throughout the streets and bringing the city to a halt. It had been a good day. The wardens attributed her crimes to chempunk gangs, rounding up dozens of known troublemakers and sending them back down to Zon. Having others take the credit for her maniac schemes did not sit well with Jinx, and she made sure to be seen at every future crime scene. Reports circulated of a mysterious blue-haired Zynite girl, but talks of her carrying a chemtech explosions, a shark-mouthed launcher, and a repeater gun were dismissed as preposterous. After all, how could a Zynite chempunk possibly obtain such lethal firearms? The crime scene escalated in lunacy until Jinx detonated a series of explosions simultaneously throughout the city. A great many of civic art structures erected by the Pitover clans were destroyed in fiery conflagrations that lit the sky in blazing pyrotechnics until dawn. Due to the late hour, nobody was hurt, but numerous clan leaders were outraged at the sight of their great works reduced to rubble. Jinx's crimes continued for weeks, with the warden's attempt to catch her thwarted at every turn. She tagged her crime scenes with insulting graffiti and taunting messages directed at Pitover's newest ally in the fight of crime, Enforcer Vi. Those bright pink tags finally revealed the name of Pitover's newest troublemaker, Jinx. With every bold crime, Jinx became even more legendary, with people in Zon divided as to whether she was a hero for sticking it to the Pilties or a dangerous lunatic that would bring down the full force of the wardens down to the Undercity. The moment came even closer when Jinx sabotaged the Sun Gate and delayed the flow of ships by several hours, costing the city's ruling clans a vast sum of lost revenue. Having seen exactly which buttons to press, Jinx offered a challenge that could not be ignored. She threatened Pitover's money. She daubed the walls of the Elliptic Vault, one of Pitover's most secure treasuries, with the character of Enforcer Vi, together with details of exactly when she planned to rob it. An uneasy sense of anticipation settled on Pitover and Zon in the weeks leading up to the appointed date of Jinx's heist. Many doubted Jinx would even have the guts to show up and risk almost certain capture. When the day of the heist arrived, Vi, Caitlyn, and the wardens were taking no chances and had prepared a trap for Jinx around the treasury. The clock tower bells rang at the appointed hour, but nothing happened. It seemed Jinx had chickened out, but she was one step ahead of her would-be captors. Jinx, despite the seeming recklessness of her actions, had a plan and it had been in motion for days. She had hidden herself within a modified coin crate at the toll towers of the Sun Gate and had been delivered to the vaults 2 days previously. Jinx was already inside and was even wreaking havoc, leaving her signature pink tags on every gilded wall, swinging from the chandeliers and leaving explosive surprises in every lockbox. Hearing the cacophony from within, Vi realized what was happening. She stormed inside the building, ignoring Caitlyn's orders to go in as a team. The battle they fought tore the vaults to pieces in a back-and-forth clash of explosions and demolitions. Eventually, Jinx and Vi confronted one another in the deepest, most secure vault. No one knows what passed between them, for Vi had pursued Jinx far ahead of the others. With the two of them trapped together in the ground, Jinx fired her rockets into the ceiling of the vault, and the entire structure collapsed. The wardens in the upper reaches of the vault escaped before the building came down, but Vi was left trapped inside. Only by hiding in the same lockbox Jinx had used to break in was she able to avoid being crushed to death. Eventually, she pushed her way out of the ruins, wondering for a moment if Jinx lay dead somewhere in those same ruins, only to see one last tag left in the patterns of destruction, a final taunt daring Vi to catch her. No trace of the blue-haired Hellion could be found, and to add insult to injury, not a single coin was taken from the vaults. Jinx remains at large to this day, and is a constant thorn in Pitover's side. Her actions have inspired copycats among the Kempunk gangs of Zon, and as well as numerous satirical plays, sayings, and the like throughout both cities. Her ultimate endgame, or why she is seamlessly obsessed with Vi, remains a mystery, but one thing is certain: her crimes are continuing and growing in sheer audacity. Alright, that concludes Jinx's lore for now. I personally love this story, and it gives you a sense of who Jinx is as a character and represents her in-game persona quite clearly. The next two lores I'm going to be releasing are going to be Warwick and Sivir. Warwick I'm probably going to be releasing within the next 2 days. Sivir I plan to release next week. Also, if there's a champion you want to hear the lore of, please leave a comment down below and I'll try to get to it. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Please share with your friends. I'm trying to get as many likes and views as possible. Also, if you have any tips or any comments for me to improve the videos, also leave those in the comments, and I'm definitely going to read all of them. I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. This has been League Storian. I hope you've enjoyed the lore. Thank you and have a nice day.